Morisco jumps on top of his wall-hugging teammate HATT, aims around right bottom corner of this building. They both run a step or two and the jump throw, an amazing run boost nade that I firstly saw when one of my viewers, Steven, sent this to me a while ago. Then we featured it in your tricks video, and now it's a pleasure to see this idea executed on a pro level. One grenade and in total minus 62 HP for an enemy team. A first trick shown, but you clicked here for more than 30 newer pro tricks in CSGO. Babsky climbs on top of the A default bomb boxes and throws a cool nade for top middle. You can easily do it in a loosey-goosey manner. In this round, no one was near, but the nade can be lethal and eat your HP like cows eat grass. Today's video is sponsored by Mech Arena, the first ever mobile game to truly capture the magic of playing PC and console shooters with your friends. It's a tactical 5v5 team-based shooter with a great balance of casual fun play combined with skill-based competitive play. After a Tyson Gay-like quick tutorial, it all starts from hangar. This is your second home where you can upgrade plus shop for more widgets to your mechs, etc. There are tons of different mechs and weapons to unlock, plus achievements to complete, all towards your brighter future in upcoming battles. As they say, the harder the training, the easier the battle, so make sure to upgrade a lot to have lots of firepower. Yeah, Mech Arena has just launched globally and they celebrated harder than David Guetta his birthdays. Loads of awesome events and amazing daily welcome rewards for early people who'd hop in. It's completely free to play on Android and iOS right now, and you can use my personal link or the QR code right here to get a Steel Reaper skin, 508 coins and 70,000 credits to help you to kickstart your game. See you in your hangar. Next up, Neofrag with a microgap angle on Ancient. This is rather broken, so I think it might get fixed soon, but here you can see that it even sees an enemy, just tries to adjust his aim for a bit too long and therefore misses a great chance for a free kill. Still awesome stuff. Alright, here Amanek and Jax build a two-man tower into a boiler room and the rest is history. This trick won't always guarantee you a 3 deagle headshots, just so you're. Next up, not really a trick, but today from Tizian you learned that if you decide to lose some HP when dropping down from silo for your X reasons, if you'd successfully land on those barrels, you'd lose 12 HP less than falling straight up on the ground. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is officially a 12 HP difference. We're gonna continue from Stiko's POV and Nuke with a creative nade lineup to destroy one of the double doors at B. This allows anyone to go through the doors without making sound, plus it still might visually trick enemy side players that doors are untouched, although one of them is actually destroyed. The next position by Flit can be considered as cheating because the way CSGO's models work makes a player who's crouching plus holds behind this trash box angle so impossible to spot, and therefore whoever would push monster to T-spawn should have no chance at all. Sadly, no action this round. Next up, Amanek hacks this metal post under a B ramp, aims at this corner plus jump throws to bounce a great nade behind this squad/peak box, which made Ezatag, who was exactly behind this box, lose 37 HP just out of nowhere. Super general. Alright, 3-man towers can beat 4-man towers, as in a following example, Sorty does it dirty to Montu. Tizian here throws a casual 100% safe left click flash in front of the ramp box to support his teammate Gade at ramp. A quick reminder from Astralis that you don't always need to go close to the roof to do this boost, as there are different, safer, why not even quicker ways to get on those balconies, plus ultimately on the short roof if you'd want to. Alright, Elige's POV with a simple Molotov lineup for silo, a wall hug position plus roofline aiming spot, a left click throw, and there you go. We're gonna continue with Buster's way, how to smoke B doors on Dust 2 without showing yourself for the guys holding the cross. Not the easiest lineup to remember, but a relatively safe way to smoke doors when you're already very close to the tunnel's entrance. As you can see, if you do it correctly, a smoke lands nicely deep into doors, which makes it rather complicated to push through it. Run plus jump throw, and that's how it goes. After his initial entry kill, Jackinho shows us that his flash moves are at least as good as Jagger's, as he's able to safely flash Crims into a successful library peek, an easy to remember hack the box plus over the roof left click combination that can actually be just a loosey-goosey over the library door flash as well. The idea remains strong and should work nevertheless if you did the exact lineup, picks up perfectly or not. Here we can see Farlek throwing an early jump throw Molotov onto mini/main roof, which would nicely eat all the smokes that use the roof or the roof edge to bounce into their regular positions. If you get in the back corner of secret like Tapson, plus aim at the lamp construction, then with a casual left click you'd get a decent secret smoke, which you can call a proper zero-way smoke. A casual boiler left click flash by Dan 1, nothing too special about that. Aids with a jump throw smoke and nuke that could ruin T-side molly plus smoke wall setup and give your outside teammates something to play around with, but in this round Heroic used different wall of smokes, so DJ improvised around them, and he earlier into a round also threw this lined up deep outside Molotov that should slow T's down quite a bit if they don't want to waste one of their smokes early on or take some significant damage from the fire. We're gonna continue with Beak's double nade stack from outside monster onto B barrels on Overpass. When Tapson does it more of a loosey-goosey, then Sarsen seems to have a bit stricter lineup. All in all, this is the ultimate nade line, and if anyone would be at barrels at that point of time, it would be far from happy ending. Here's how to pre-wood pick abs on Inferno against you. He feels the corners well, throws a casual flashbang that pops behind the wall, and with his experience just jiggles around it. Next up, Spongy with a flash from B-bomb side to outside monster. That was a bit unlucky in this case, because full blind Shoxy still got a frag onto his teammate, but second time was the charm. Alright, Team Eternal Fire with a Coolio nade stack from B-bomb side onto wood. Firstly, they smoke a car, which usually gets one guy from enemy team to hold top banana from the epic climbing position on the wood. So the idea is surely smart. Sadly this round no one was there, but every other round if you would smoke car and stack nades like that, it should get you some free decent damage on the board. Super strong. Now a CT spawn stuck spot. Aim at the top right corner of this thingy. Plus a jump throw would give you a top mid smoke, which allows you to buy another replacement nade, so you just smoked middle and can still go forward into the round with no less than 4 grenades in your back pocket. Another knowledge cookie, another smoke, this time early round smoke on Dust 2 by Nexa. He walks, jump throws it, which makes a smoke pop at the left side of CT mid, making it uncomfortable for CTs to hold down middle plus a potential mid to be split. It's rather an uncommon smoke lineup, and that's what we like to see. Officially my first time to see a common 3 Molotov thrown from inside playground, an awesome standing up jump throw from a corner position delivered by Mr. Kenzie. Let the flames do some work. Alright, Nico with a one-way smoke at the top connector on Mirage. Let's firstly see how it goes. He gets Valdi, who could barely see him, but I would say this corner crouching left click throw has even more effect when enemy hasn't come that close yet, as at the longer distance, opposing side should have harder times to spot you, and you could nicely surprise short plus bottom con angles. Next up, Neelan's POV on Ancient. Firstly, the AK name checks out, and then we check out his jump throw smoke that he throws to smoke off left side of mid. Beautiful. If you can spot anyone running from stairs into T side of apps, you could technically cut their route by shooting holes in the doors. That's not exactly the case here, as Opper could have escaped, but still a great duel, and in the end, a nice through the hole frag from Duplicate. We're gonna continue with Hampus's Loosey-Goosey Smoke. If you want to split A, smoke bounces more than regular blokes face it ELO and lands where it needs to land in order to try to go for a decent A split. Let's go. Next up, Shox's POV. Firstly, this curved wall bounce to get an incendiary, land more towards T side of mid, but then also this fabulous one-way smoke with a simple stuck position, aiming point from Sean, and the jump throw, which in the end leaves a small gap for you that Shock uses here as well to get a completely free frag onto S attack. Amazing sneaky stuff, why not to try it out yourself? Alright, here's a shockingly safe way how to re-smoke Modo whenever you are in need of one and you're in a pit. Get stuck, aim at the stone brick corner, plus a jump throw, There you go, officially one of the safest ways to smoke off Modo as you're not exposed at all when executing this pro. We move on with one of the Astralis talent Knopf's POV, a loosey-goosey behind the E-box smoke to delay CT's retake. Just get the angles plus distance right, don't sweat too much, and this smoke surely makes it at least twice as hard for CTs to get into B. Next up, Mirage in Spargo's eyes, who throws this interesting flashbang before getting into B bomb site for a retake. A flash bounces some to land into a truck position, not blinding your side, but it has a chance to fully white some of the key angles for the bomb site boys and girls. Now Shoxy's POV, who has by the way won the most 1vx clutches all time, and in this round he does it with a creative trick. Clever nade in front of the coffin's angle so he could wide swing behind the nade smoke, plus surprise simple and bit. It surely worked wonders. Feel free to take the idea plus start picking out behind nades more often. After subscribing to my channel with notifications on, I want to show you that even pro players try to sometimes hide their plant. It's not perfect by Babski, but this rock indeed covers the bomb a bit, and even with this half-hidden bomb placement, seems like Jakinder was confused and not so sure about the bomb location. What if you would hide it properly then? As it's uncommon, it'll surely win you some extra seconds even against top-notch players.